have to ask you, too, about the kiss. How hard is it? Because I have to tell you, they asked me to kiss somebody on Broadway, and I knew he was engaged, and I just... That's like walking in on your mom and dad!
That was a clip from So You Think You Can Dance. Now, how long have you been wanting to kiss Miss Mary Murphy?
Well, Adam Shankman wasn't there. I've always wanted to kiss... No. It was quite fun, but, you know, the body's natural reaction was to close her mouth. And then she realised what was going on. And you've seen that movie Alien, haven't you? Where the...
Oh, did she really?
Oh, I felt like Jonah in the whale at one point.
Now, listen, is it true that Lady Gaga might be a judge this season?
Yes, at the end of July, yeah.
Wow. That's exciting.
She's great fun. She really is. Very talented girl, too. Very smart.
Yeah.
Now, American Idol, because you are such a huge part of that show. Now, this year it was very, very successful. Everybody thought it was going to tank after Mr. Cowell left, but it didn't. It was bigger and better than ever. And there's been a lot of criticism about the judge being all the judges being a bit sycophantic, too nice. What do you feel about that?
Well, we got a really good group of singers last year. I think they were all very talented. They knew where they were coming from. They weren't impersonating anybody. They weren't karaoke singers. You know, we had 2 country singers in Lauren and Scotty, a jazz singer in Casey. We would not have got those wonderful singers if the cruelty had remained, if the toughness had remained. They gave them the opportunity of growing and finding out who they were. So it balances itself out for me. I don't mind them being lighter, shall we say, in their criticism, although they were giving it off camera as well, don't forget. They really cared, these judges. So they would speak to them after the show and take them aside and say, be careful with the songs you choose or whatever. So in order to get the strength of talent that we had on the series, I think it's essential to make sure that the judges care, have heart, and don't just want to say, pack your suitcase, you're going home tomorrow.
Yeah, it felt like they were invested.
They were
felt
totally
like they were invested in their success.
That
They're artists themselves.
And that nurturing pays off.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what you think, but I think it's the easiest thing in the world to be dismissive and nasty and say, you're crap, go away. Next one. That's easy.
Yeah, it's worked for a number of years, and let's be honest, it's a different mindset. If you're an artist, you don't want to be cruel to another artist, and they're both artists, Stephen and Jennifer. With Simon, it's a different thought. It's like a Jimmy Iovine. They are there to make money for their companies, and they think, can you make me money? I'll give you money as long as you make me money. So it's a different mindset.
And I think it's good you guys didn't try to copy something, because when you try to copy something, it's not...
It's a pale imitation of itself, isn't it?
But it's interesting that you use the word... I'm sorry, Sarah. That you use the word, if the cruelty wasn't there, and you called it cruel. Do you think what Simon was...
Yeah, there's a certain cruelty in it. There's a coldness. Any dreams that you crush. And I mean, I'm cruel. On a Thursday night, you're crushing dreams. So there's a cruelty to it. And you have to be able to put up a facade, whether you like it or not. I'm not comfortable saying, you're going home tonight. It's you know that those kids are going to cry, they're going to be terribly upset. It's easier for me with dancers than it is for singers. Dancers aren't as deluded as singers. Dancers you've got to be so in love with dance. You have to be passionate to even be a dancer.
It's your life.
It is your life.
Now, speaking of that, National Dance Day is coming up, and that's a cause that's really dear to your heart, right?
Yes.
So tell us what that is.
Well, it's an excuse to get everybody off their feet, a little bit like you do in your advertising breaks. You know, this entire studio audience is up on its feet dancing. I love that. If you can get everybody in America to do that for one day, some of them may carry on off their feet and dance for the rest of the year. So, you know, we've sorted this National Dance Day out, but my foundation, the Dizzy Feet Foundation, which gives scholarships to young dancers that can't afford it, has joined forces with the Larry King Cardiac Foundation in order to make a new project called Dance for Your Life. And that project is very much akin to what Michelle Obama's trying to do with, you know, Step Up and getting the kids dancing and moving. It's not only good for the cardiac, it is good for obesity.
Soul. And it's good for the soul. It's good
and it makes you feel
obesity.
better at the end of the day. It just makes you feel good.
Nigel Lithgow, you're doing good things. Best of luck to you. Thank you so much. You can catch So You Think You Can Dance tonight at 8 on Fox.